That is cold as heck. Oh, please. I think I have sensitive teeth or something. Hello, my name is Shantel from Shantel is Probably Sorry. If you wish to skip my introductory comments, just check the description for the time the reaction starts. Before I start talking, I will say that I have things to say about the episode and then things just to say to you guys, because, you know, I have stuff to say. So I only have three, more like two. I have 2 comments to say about this episode. Before I start on my comments on the episode, I just wanted to say that I love you guys, and I really, really love being a part of this fandom, or love being in a community of people who come across so kind to each other. And I just love this show, and obviously something had to make me realize this, or what made me realize this is that whole kerfluffle with the Supergirl cast, or most of the some of the Supergirl cast this past weekend. I don't know. This pertains to people who watch my Supergirl videos. Don't know how many of you watch these too, but I don't want to talk about it, right? See, I made a Comic-Con season 3 trailer reaction to, you know, Supergirl season 3. And then, you know, someone brought to my attention something involving the incident, we're just gonna call it. And, you know, at first I was like, I don't need that negativity. I don't need to watch it. So I didn't, and I decided I was going to, because it was worth discussing what went wrong in that situation. Like, I was gonna make a video about it, like watching it, and then have a discussion on everything and commentary on people's reactions to what happened. And before I did, though, I read people's, you know, commentary, or just witnessed a whole bunch of communication about this, or the insensitive or ignorant, borderline homophobic, if not blatantly homophobic, because I haven't seen the video, so I don't, but I know the gist of what happened, and, you know, I've seen a summary of what was said in the video, so I can't comment on the video itself. But just reading all the conversations surrounding, you know, the show, plus, you know, like them bringing Monel back, and, you know, I think they're writing Maggie off, and just the CW in general. I'm just kind of like fed up to the point that I don't think I'm gonna watch season 3. So, and that means I wouldn't be reacting to it either, which is a bummer, because I love Kyler, and Kyler is the whole reason that I watched the show. I mean, she is the reason I started watching the show. I've been following her since, like, you know, Grey's Anatomy. I love Kyler. And Katie is pretty damn cool, too. Okay, she my girl. I still have to mull it over, but just in general, this is what led to this decision, or was the final straw for me, is that I was going to make commentary about it. And in order to, you know, do that, I had to see other people's comments so I could contribute to the conversation. And I was reading, I realized that I'd have to talk about intersectionality and people assuming just because you're in a minority, it makes you exempt. You know, people who are LGBTQ+, or people of color, or disabled, or of a certain religion that is ostracized, does not, just because you are those things, just because you are part of the minority, does not mean that you cannot hold ignorance or hatred for other minorities. And I mean, there's misconceptions that people have, and the whole attitude of what more do you want? And, you know, there's a whole conversation to be had about allies and narratives, and people who are actually a part of the minority, people who are actually a part of minorities, minimalizing the other people in the same group. Like, just because you do not take offense to something does not mean you criticize other people who were hurt by this or who did lose something by this. And just so much to be said. There's so much, and I have so many opinions about how everyone responded to this. Please, wait. Another thing. Death threats. My God. And just like, you know, there's just so much to be goddamn said. And what it really boiled down to is, after reading so much of the conversation surrounding the incident, I just didn't feel comfortable expressing my opinion anymore. And realized that I didn't even really feel comfortable being a part of the fandom, to be honest. There's just so, I don't have time for it. And maybe extract myself from the fandom, yes, but I'm the type of person who likes to hear other people's commentaries involving things. That's why I do it myself. But I just didn't even feel as though my opinions would be heard or appreciated or anything, and it felt like I would just be another member of the minority who doesn't have the privilege of speaking up and actually being heard because, you know, I'm actually a part of the group, as opposed to an ally or someone with white privilege or someone who was straight, or again, an ally or someone who is not a part of the group. I just think it's crazy how people don't actually believe members of minority, and people who are members of a minority that actually speak out for their rights or speak out against wrongdoing or speak up, you know, for other members of minorities, how those people just automatically get categorized and stereotyped as the angry so-and-so or the usual suspects. I just think that's wild. How coming from me, I'm just another one of them. You don't even want to listen to me because I'm another one of them. But, you know, a white person comes along and talks about their experience with white privilege and racism and witnessing racism, and all of a sudden you want to believe it. The point is, I'm just really fed up with the whole goddamn everything. I'm just fed up with that. So, and it just really made me realize how much I fucking love you guys. And I'm not censoring that out. I love you guys. And I love I trust Emily, okay? I really trust Emily, and I trust that she's going to do this right, even though there was a whole thing that happened with Tamsin, so part of me doesn't trust her. Emily. And the cast of this show, they're so kind. Everyone cares so much about the representation and bringing honesty to it while not making too big a deal out of it because they're just people, but also understanding that they have to do this honestly. That, to me, is amazing, and I just feel so amazing in this fandom. And this is what I want to feel like. This is what I want to feel like when I delve behind the scenes of what's actually happening on my screen. I don't want to feel like I do when I go into Supergirl tags or the 100 tags. I am really fed up with the CW, to be honest. I'm just fed up with everything and everyone over there. I'm just really fed up with it. I'm probably still gonna watch The Flash though. And I mean, I'm still watching the 100. Because I feel like there's a lot of commentary surrounding the 100. Not necessarily positive commentary all the time, but commentary about humanity and human nature. But that doesn't matter. The point is, I fucking love you guys. You know what? Since I'm not censoring out curse words, might as well do the whole damn thing. Before I get into my comments on the episode, you guys, look what came in. I had to open it so that we'd know it's mine. So that's where my college tuition bill went. Okay, I was looking for that. But look, you guys, I'm gonna open it and I'm gonna go rinse these off, and then I'm gonna get into my comments about the episode, which there are only like 2. Oh my god, wow, it's stuck. I gotta clean this thing. This is dirty as heck. Sorry, I use this at work. Whatever, it's not going in my mouth or anything. And by it, I mean the knife, not the... You know what I'm trying to say. They're little plastic... They're little plastic thingamajigs. Oh, look, and I have I didn't know they were separated. I have colors. I dropped one, you guys. I'm wearing gray today, so I'm gonna use a black straw. You know what? I really need to order myself a bi pride flag and a trans pride flag and a pan pride flag. Send me all the pride flags so I can have them and be happy with them. So I guess I'm gonna go wash these. I'm excited these came in. My computer's expensive and I have expensive equipment on there. So, all right. Just kidding, I'm using the red straw because, well, I would show you my socks, but they're dirty. Never mind. My socks are red, everyone. So, oh, that is how it goes, right? I'm just assuming that's how it goes. Forgive me if it isn't. It fits. I'm a fucking idiot. That's pretty dope. I think it's on right. It's kind of tilted, but I'm not gonna fix it. I have a makeshift coaster out of a piece of wood because I'm tired of all the noise when I put my glass down. So I really don't have many comments on this episode, except for the fact that I'm looking forward to it. Like, seriously. First things first, I think it's interesting how they reverted, by they I mean Way Hot, have reverted from that one time that Waverly was like, I love her, and now they just say, I like you, because I mean, they aren't to that stage, and I understand like desperation or whatever, and like they know that they love each other, and everyone knows they love each other, but they haven't like said, I love you to each other, to my knowledge. I would remember that shit. They keep saying, I like you, and I'm like, alright, cool, do what you want. Now this is not a theory about Waverly, just something I noticed, okay? I'm not saying she's half Revenant. I'm just saying there were, either they just didn't notice what they were doing or they decided to leave us little clues and be a little subtle about it. But last episode, where they did it twice in the same episode, when Nicole and Wynonna were in the bar talking about Jonas and talking about whether the baby could or could not be half Revenant, when Nicole was trying to find the words for what a half Revenant, half Revenant, half human would be, it would be a rumen, you guys. No, but seriously, when she was trying to find the word for what it would be, Waverly called in that exact moment, and so she ended up saying it's Waverly, and so that was just like a little thing there, but standalone it would have been fine, except for the fact that at the end of the episode, Jonas was like, it's been rumored to happen before, you know, a Revenant breeding with a human, and the camera panned to Waverly right when he said that. And so I'm just thinking, that show wouldn't pull something like that, would it? If it did, okay, cool. But no, so those are just some things I noticed. That's why I was like sus when the camera panned to Waverly in my last reaction, because I was like, that's why I made that face. I was like, what are you guys doing here? I feel like there was something I had to say, but I forgot what it is. Oh, yeah, if she was half Revenant, the only problem with that theory is if she is half demon, I mean, how can she still hold Peacemaker? But then again, she is half human. This is just an if. This is a big if situation that we're talking about here. If she was a, you know, how would she be able to hold Peacemaker? And but on the other hand, oh, and then Miction. Miction would have probably said something if she was a Revenant to Wynonna, maybe, considering how Miction told Waverly that Wynonna's body wasn't an ideal fit. But it would also explain part of the reason why Waverly was so good at fighting Miction. I mean, besides the fact that Waverly's just badass. Anyway, those were just some thoughts. I wrote them down. I'm opening this tomorrow for Orphan Black. LOL.
But you hated me. Now I know why. I remember when you came home from the hospital, Wave. I picked out your name myself. You know, they wanted to call you Welcome. Welcome Earth. Think about that. Ordered copies of my school photos.
I hear the British accent.
Noticed my report cards.
Damn.
Mama
That's
used to call you her angel. Mama left. Who did pull you out of the ice?
Bubba?
You did.
That whole who pulled me out the ice, you did? That kind of symbolic there, because I mean, never mind. but pretty symbolic of their relationship.
To be the trouble.
Oh, bitch.
I'll die before I tell you.
Oh, Padre. He'll do both.
When they say Padre, they actually meant father, right? Awkward. Interesting. Take you back. Kidding. Is that Rosita with that girl?
Wynonna is fun. And Waverly, everybody loves Waverly.
Don't we all?
I will protect you. But if I'm not here, Salt Flats, don't wait up.
Oh shit. Constance is dead, my guy.
Know that you have options. Because you do.
These conversations.
There it is. Your partner in crime.
The conversations here are so
Want to see your
important.
baby, Wynonna? What are you trying to pull, man? Did you want to know the sex? Nailed it. You're lucky nobody saw that. You saw it? Hey, well, I know why you were distracted.
Outfit though. Goddamn.
Wynonna remembers you coming home from the hospital. So who are you going to trust more? Your sister or a sociopathic revenant fuzzy coat? Meantime, why don't you distract me? Oh, just the ladies I'm looking for.
Look, why did you do that?
So, I had an idea about your sister. I think we should throw her a baby shower. Serious? And I'll show Wynonna that we're here for her, right?
Wynonna, again.
I'll get on it. Okay. Yes, we're doing this.
You interrupted the way hot. I'm not.
You're not.
I'm way not. I have to rewind it because I was talking.
Wynonna. Oh.
Damn those arms. Sorry.
Smash her right on the top. Enjoy your righteousness and your protein shakes.
Well, there it is.
We're going to the future.
Go into the church with his gun and this.
Right?
Why, it's badge?
Or, you know, don't. It'll show you a shitload.
I'm ready. For some reason, I always love like either flashbacks or future scenes in shows in general. More so flashbacks because they give you more information. But if we're time traveling, or at least seeing time travel,
We're not going to be a virgin birth.
then I'm looking forward to it.
Severed.
Okay.
I claim my birthright. I claim my history.
Yo. LOL, what the heck? It's
Doc,
we're in the past.
I promise it won't get gross this time.
I love me some flashbacks.
Holiday? Mr. Doc Holiday? Speak up, Spectacles. I met you yesterday. In a private. The letter is from the Padre in Purgatory. The sheriff there is a madman. Unhinged. I would ride to hell and back for him if need be. Used to be you would too.
I am interested in learning more about this Earp curse. I appreciate seeing this. Hello, how are you? What up, fam? I'm ridiculous.
You to come to church tomorrow?
Where's my husband? Sheriff Goody's dead. You'll never find him.
Liar. Oh, he's as good as dead. Are we gonna bash that? It's a baby. Yes. And this is a baby bash. It's filled with donuts. I stand a zillion% corrected. She seems to have gotten over the whole Wynonna maybe carrying her boyfriend's kid thing.
Look at the back.
Good for her. Because like it or... And I wasn't sleeping with Wynonna's baby daddy. So. Hey. Well, that would have been awkward on a lot of levels. Okay, I promise to try. 10-4. I like this Waverly.
That's a lot of alcohol. Ooh, wait, are we gonna see the jungle call again?
Kills them.
You know, all this bullshit would be easier to swallow if you didn't wake up Amaretto.
What can I say? I got a sweet tooth.
If you were her.
Amaretto's
She
good.
needs to see the past if we have any hope.
Okay. I was like, this man just told you not to wake her up.
Don't make me stupid, okay? I'm here.
You guys. I'll save it to the end.
Oh shit, the seals. You need 3 magical seals to keep Cludina's too.
We don't know where else we can put them. Even each other that way.
We can't turn traitor and blow the whole thing to shit.
Ha 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 ha. Why did I just do that fake laugh? I don't know, because it makes sense.
When in doubt, follow the blonde.
I just thought of, Clark and, never mind.
The almond smell. It's not Amaretto. It's gangrene. Fatal, I'm afraid. Even for me.
Listen, I can call my team. We can get you to a hospital. Right?
No time. She's here.
I don't know.
Step away, might be spared. Come, sister.
Hey.
And I'm back in the chapel.
She was gonna get away. I told Wyatt to take the shot. Bolt went straight through me and into the demon's heart.
You are a dear brave friend.
Wow.
Robert.
Interesting to see this
troubles are
photo.
delayed once more.
Wyatt's gonna looking for him instead.
Well, he does love John Henry, doesn't he? But to choose him over you,
I have things to say, you
I
guys.
saved Wyatt's life.
and all those killed by Peacemaker, destined for hell.
You're lying.
She's not. They'll resurrect upon Wyatt's death. Revenants.
Get out.
You're gonna be a demon, Robert.
I'm a good man.
I'll burn that right out of you.
Oh God,
I'm
wow.
a good man.
Oh, this hurts. And
Help me. Please.
There is a way.
hey, chill out.
Now we feast.
No, we don't. Don't.
I've never even seen the ocean.
Neither have I.
Oh, you girls need to get out more.
Why don't
we play pregnant Pictionary? I hope you're as good at drawing a placenta as I am. Wait, grab a pen. On it, I'm on it.
Thanks.
Rosie's so much fun. I'm really happy for her and Doc.
Jealous.
Oh, this is your purse.
Oh no.
This is my DNA test. You said it hadn't arrived yet.
Ew. I don't want this.
Have you opened it?
I mean,
Why wouldn't you tell me?
Because I love you.
Are you serious, Ray?
Because I was trying to protect you.
Or control me?
Once you look, you can't unsee the result.
I don't need you to make decisions for me. Okay? I'm not a child, Nicole. From the look on your face, I'm not an Earp either. Waverly, wait. Don't follow me.
I don't like this at all.
Who doesn't like Pictionary?
You know I'm about to write stuff down.
Well, then throw down the rope or go to hell. I believe I will. Hello? Hey, please come back. Please.
You will retrieve the bones of my sons eventually.
Yes, please, thank you. Gotta kill him, dude. You can't. You know what? We need a plot line. All right, it's fine. Well, you know. Okay, I get it. Okay. I get it. For all I do. I do get it. You got it. When your mom wakes up before you, makes all the noise in the house even though you're sleeping. Hey, chill out.
House or barn, these houses of men. In the end, they all burn.
That didn't rhyme.
You are with me.
How can you see me?
I suppose because I'm dying.
Smoke. Inhalation.
I've been a good man.
You were jealous, and you left him there to run. To run.
Yeah, you're right.
Wake up,
I
please.
confess. My angel. Here to save my soul.
If you'd rescued Doc, everything might have been different, Bobo.
Bobo. Why are you calling me that? My name is Robert.
Bobo will be your name
Yeah, I knew this was gonna
when you're
happen.
resurrected from hell.
Wake up, my child.
How much you love Wynonna Earp.
No. You're dying. You're dying because of me. I promise I will never hurt you. No matter what form I take. I swear it. I swear I will never hurt you. What's my
Wow.
angel's name?
Waverly.
Waverly. They will remember.
Be
I almost just cried.
like me.
I literally almost just cried. I felt that shit. Tearing up. I was tearing up a little bit. Wow, the sisters, man.
You find us. Smart move, ring the bell. That wasn't me.
It was Robert.
You guys. Hey. Hey, chill out.
I'm here. I got you, Waverly. Angel.
I'm not going to cry, okay? So, like, nope, it happened. I'm fine. Thank you for asking. No, seriously, I teared up. No. Stop it. Stop. I don't like crying in these videos. And I'm not gonna edit it out, so.
So how was your vision question?
The third seal. I also know what happens if those bitches in black break it. I also saw Robert. Bobo.
Yeah.
Who's my maple in the house of my enemies.
Her rings are so cute.
Your enemies are being home in my house. Where you going? No, come on, not yet.
The repair dead. Only for a few seconds, alright?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh my god. Excuse me, bitch. I thought that we had gotten rid of Bobo. Rude. No. Now I'm sad. I guess but this come out. I'm sad because there's no more Wynonna Earp and I would like to watch more. Thank you. I don't want to have to wait another week. I really like that. I mean, yeah, I like that. That was pretty dope. So I did write down some things. I don't have that much to say. I mean, Bobo's back. With shows, especially when the flashback gives pertinent information and isn't just flashing back for the sake of flashing back, I love that. And so, I mean, I did appreciate seeing the origins of the curse and seeing Robert. I don't even think I wrote down anything to say about Bobo, but I loved seeing Robert and seeing the man that he was, because I just think it's so much had to happen. I mean, besides being turned into a demon, for him to, you know, be Bobo. Oh my God. And Wynonna. And he protects Waverly and she, wow. The sisters though. You guys. There was a lot that happened there. So I only have a few things written down. Rosita protection. I know someone left a comment on this, like, I wonder what Rosita needs protection from. Me too. Because they never explicitly stated that, did they? A lot of stuff I wrote down this time was for myself. In an interview this weekend, I think it was this weekend, at Comic-Con, Emily, showrunner, executive producer, discussed the love triangle, which is another thing I have to mention. I'm not going to say a lot about it. Discussed the love triangle between Doc, Dolls, and Wynonna. And when she was discussing them, she said that one of those three characters she does not think is straight. Because I'm not the only person who understood it that way. What she said was that she doesn't think all of them are straight. And so what that means is that in Emily's mind, even if it never is exercised on the show, in Emily's mind, either Wynonna, Dolls, or Doc is a part of the LGBTQ+ community and probably is bi. So like either Wynonna, Doc, or Dolls. But you know what? I was watching this episode and I was thinking, if it had to be, if one of them, you know, is not straight, I genuinely, I mean, not that I wouldn't love to see by Wynonna, of course, but I genuinely think it's Doc. I don't know. And I kept, like, in this episode, I was like, ooh, you know, like, just a lot of the dynamics between the relationships and the discussion on the relationships that Doc had with people and seeing in the past, as well as that Bobo had with Wyatt and the one the Wyatt had with Bobo. I know it sounds like I'm talking in a circle because my enunciation isn't great all the time. And that's why I kept saying, like, I kept making those faces. I was like, what do you mean? I mean, that seems a little more than friendly, but like, do what you want. Love triangles. Not that I'm glad, but I think positive things about it. Not that I think negative things about it. I think positive things about it, but I just can't find a positive word to match the feelings I feel. I guess I'll just say I like or am intrigued by the way everyone's lives are just kind of, the characters' lives are just going on. Even though Wynonna is pregnant, they're just going on. The love triangle is kind of still happening, is what I'm saying, which I was like, oh, does this mean the love triangle is over? No, it's not. And then on top of that, Doc has his boo thing, Rosita. Wait, we didn't see Jeremy this episode. Well, we didn't see Rosita last episode, so I want to see them all. Anyway, I don't mean seriously. I understand that, you know, people got schedules and people get paid and, you know, I get it. It's fine. I think in a way it stands to show or to speak, whether deliberately or not, on the fact that, you know, someone's life doesn't just end when they become unexpectedly pregnant. And, you know, people's lives can go on. And again, I think the conversations surrounding Wynonna and the pregnancy are very important for people to hear as well as the character to hear. You know, I think they're handling it pretty well so far. The Earp DNA test, which is the last thing I have written down. I wrote down freeze frame. No idea why I wrote that down. Maybe I'll figure out in editing. But I wrote down the DNA test because there are two things to be said about it. The first thing is what I'm just going to say now, and the second thing is what I meant to say when I wrote it down. It is being heavily implied that Waverly is not an Earp. Oh! This means I have to amend my comment on Wynonna pulling Waverly out the water as being symbolic because it wasn't her. But still, I mean, the line itself was symbolic. It is being heavily implied that Waverly is not an Earp. And I mean, that's cool. This goes back to what I said last week about how even if Waverly is not an Earp, which is why I was like, shut the fuck up. You know, like, what do you mean? Because even if you're not an Earp, you are still her sister. Even if you are not in any way biologically related at all, you're still her sister, you know. Waverly, you're still her sister. And a commenter said this, and I agree, that I think that it's important, especially now that we're realizing that she probably isn't an Earp, that Wynonna tells her that. It's important for her to reassure Waverly and be like, hey, we're sisters, what do you mean? You know, we grew up together, we love each other, we grew up as sisters, we are sisters. I don't really like what happened with, I don't like the angst, okay? I don't like the angst, first of all. I don't like the angst it's going to create between Waverly and Nicole. And I understand Nicole wanting to protect Waverly, but that wasn't really her place to do that. I understand the intentions, but I mean, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Sorry. All that's going in my bonus because I'm an idiot. Anyway, back to what I was saying. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. I don't like it, okay? And I don't like the argument, and I don't like what happened there. And I think what I appreciate about this show as well, they're treating this relationship like a relationship and not just glossing it over. Yes, the characters are happy. Yes, this is a relationship that is similar to other relationships, because in one of my sociology classes, the teacher said, sociological studies, the only real difference between a same-sex couple and an opposite-sex couple is discrimination and the way the world perceives these people. That is the only real difference when it comes to functionings within the relationship or the relationship itself. People are still people who interact with each other as people. Well, not all the same relationship problems, if you get my drift, but there are many common relationship problems that you're going to have regardless of whether you're in a same-sex relationship or an opposite-sex relationship. That's just how it goes. And they are treating it as such, and I appreciate that. And I appreciate the development there. And this has happened before where I think it was 203. Wynonna pointed out, hey, you know, I noticed this pattern with you and Champ. Don't let it happen with Nicole too, where Waverly was kind of just sacrificing herself too much, or, you know, giving too much of herself to the point where it compromised the things that she also loved and that she would not be doing if she weren't in a relationship. And I was like, wow, I think that is valid, what was pointed out there. And I mean, I appreciate the show for, you know, just treating it like a relationship. But, you know, again, I think that what Waverly said was valid. Not sure about the control part, because I do believe that Nicole genuinely wanted to protect Waverly, but at the same time, that wasn't really her place to withhold that from Waverly. So, but anyway, I think it's going to be interesting how that all turns out. The bebe. Wynonna has a bebe. I really like that. Oh my goodness, Bubba is back. I guess I'm done talking. It's time to talk about the shows I do. Orphan Black Season 5. Wynonna Earp Season 2. I think I'm going to watch The Bold Type, you guys, instead of Supergirl. I'm really considering it. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Yeah, I really don't think I'm watching Supergirl. which I don't know. We'll see when the time comes, but I really just, everything, I'm just fed up. I don't want anything to do with it anymore. I don't want anything to do with it. But anyway, so over the summer, I'm watching The Final Trip. I'm posting my Pretty Little Liars reactions now. I'm going to resume my DC's Legends of Tomorrow reactions or whatever. Doing a rewatch of Orphan Black in the fall, watching The Flash in the fall, as well as Supergirl, probably How to Get Away with Murder. But then again, I'm probably going to have to cut out some of these shows. I guess we'll see what happens, right? I'll just have to schedule everything out so that I can do everything that I want to do. Because I'm going to be busy as heck. Oh well, guess we'll see. But yeah, so Orphan Black, more Orphan Black, Wynonna Earp, The Flash, The 100, Legends of Tomorrow, probably The Bold Type. Probably How to Get Away with Murder, if we're being honest. But anyway, subscribe if you're interested in any of those things. And thank you for watching this and listening. Feel free to participate in the conversation. Just please be respectful. Thank you. That's really... Why do we have to be so mean to each other? Like, why are we so fucking stupid? Like, why are humans like this? Anyway, and I think that's amazing because we've done so many genius things that we've barely scratched the surface of our potential. And we've already destroyed the world, like literally destroying our environment, and we treat each other like trash. Anyway, like the video if you liked it. I hope you're having a great existence, right? And bye. Can't you tell the way they got to mention poet because I have not. Yes, maximize this bitch. But
Put you and your sister in a box.
We got out. So.
All right, remember the.
There's only any worse for you if you don't decide to help me.
This is supposed to be this way.
Colleen.
Okay. Okay. It's clean back there. Bitch. So she thinks how to help you out. You're such a hopeless.
We're at a crossroads.
Pertinent. Don't. I just looked right into the light. Ow. That didn't feel great.
Still, I imagine it'll be hard even for Agent Dog.
The second, it is being heavily implied that is Orphan Black, not Wynonna Earp.
What is this, do you?
Wynonna, the SEALs, these are their fight. The Order has been tasked to protect the girls from the Triangle from demons.
But no, I bye. I don't even wear makeup. I don't know why I'm talking about contouring. I don't know how to do that shit.